Hi everyone, this is Francisco. I'm recording this video because I want to make. I'm going to be making a terrarium. I actually like this container right here, and I want to use marbles, but it doesn't have. Even though I like this because I could easily access it, I purchased this bottle of wine, and I'm actually drinking one right now. Another one. Right here. And I have this one. I have this one. And this one right here. Alright. So as you guys can see, I want you guys to be able to see my face. Okay, that's good. So from this right here, you guys can't see this, so I want everything to be visible. Now, the only thing is that I did put some stuff in here, but everything I put in here basically died on me. So, but I did see some springtails, some white tail springtails in here. And if I said any what is like I was watching this other terrarium video with this other guy, and it's like a full documentary. So you guys can find it if you guys go to documentary on like a terrarium. There's like a video for like an hour or 2 hours, and it's time lapsed, it's edited, and this guy did an incredible job with this video. It wasn't cut at all. Oh, it was cut actually. It was edited. I just said that. But it's classic. It's original, and it gives you guys a general idea of what you guys can put in these things. However, I failed to put the false bottom in here, but there is one green little flower in there. Just a tiny, tiny one. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's right there. Okay, so it's still alive. Like I mean, it looks kind of dead and plain, but this I like this container right here, but I want to talk about this one right here. Okay, this is another bottle that I purchased. New Amsterdam Mango. I wanted to use the marbles as a false bottom because they look super cool. I basically want to use it like once I remove the tape like this. Okay, so it looks kind of nice. I already added some water. I think this one was like $12 or $20 or $25 for the bottle. It was cheap. It wasn't that expensive. However, this is a gallon container, and this one it's wine. Basically, this one is the Carlo Razzi Moscato Sangria. I don't even know how to pronounce this. That's how it looks like. And I bought this at Stated Brothers for $12.99. So I'm planning on converting these into terrariums. What do you guys think? And I actually seen I was doing some research, so I was actually thinking about adding with what's his name, Tanner, something design, terrarium design. Yeah, terrarium design on YouTube. I could always add the link to his channel, but I think he put like a little ribbon, not like it was like a string, like a rope, a piece of rope, and it just made. Well, I think he put a piece of cloth. Yeah, he put a cloth, and then he put like something to tie it up, and it looked really nice. Just in case you guys don't want to see this thing, personally, I don't have all the stuff. I don't have the plants or anything, so I can't really make it full blown. Like a full blown terrarium thing. But I did want to add the marbles. I mean are these marbles? Yeah, the marbles in this terrarium. So, and hopefully it doesn't break. It's probably going to require all of these. And I bought these um, marbles I bought them through Walmart, I believe, or through Amazon. 500 of them for $20. Yeah, I don't really know if this will break if I drop it in there. Mm, it could break it. But this thing is so thick, like, this thing is perfect for a terrarium. And it could break, so if it does, oh well. So anyways, if you guys are into wine, like this type of wine, you guys can buy it and keep the bottle. Keep the bottle, and obviously, if you guys know how to make them successfully, you guys can give them away to friends and family members. And then if someone really wants one, you guys can sell it to them. Like this one here, I would have to consider the cost of the marbles at least. So if someone wanted to buy this for me, I would basically give it to them, but they would have to pay back what I put it back in, like what I put into it. That's the way I look at it, Or else I'm going to keep it forever, for as long as I want it, you know. So today I'm just going to be adding the beautiful marbles in there. Marbles, yeah. Then later on, I will add like the screen thing, and I'll do a professional, like a professional, like, people on YouTube are recommending. That's the way I'm going to do it. And I did have a bunch of them, but I got rid of them. I got rid of all my terrariums. And I kind of should have kept them because I did see that like the soil was active. There was fruit and worms and a bunch of other things within them, but I I would prefer to just do it right, because I kind of like I kind of just did a little bit of studies and research, and when I dived into this, but obviously I did it wrong. Definitely did it wrong. So I think in this one, I might end up adding the like one of my what's it called? One of my um, freaking, what are these called again? Solkins? Succulents? Succulents. The succulents plants. One of these. I might add one of these succulent plants in um in my in this one right here. And then obviously I do this one, but yeah. This is a Jack Daniels bottle, by the way. It's a beautiful bottle. It'll be beautiful to have a terrarium in here, and people that drink will buy these all day long. Especially people that like Jack Daniels or people who own a bar, or like I already shared a video sharing about talking about this where you guys can actually give these away to like your local bar places. I think they'll love these. I have this one. Ooh, look at this. This one was tipped over. I have this one. I had another thing on there, but I took it off. Like another ornament type of thing. I have this one on here, in here. This one right here. Looks like it's doing good. I don't know. It looks like it might need a little bit more sun. And then I bought this one. This is the bug eating trap um trap the trap the bug trapper. It says feed us bugs. And so I've been throwing some flies in there and stuff. So I might add this in here. I might. Because hold on. Give me one. I might. Sorry, my fan was on. I had to turn it off. So I might throw this one in here, but I don't really like the fact that it tracks bugs. I think these would be great, like in a greenhouse, if you guys have a greenhouse, because sometimes a lot of people complain about the little gnats and stuff. So what I do is I have this little water container, but it's not water. This is soap. It's a chemical. And I do have some paintbrushes in here. Um, However, this is chemical water in the event that there is some type of little gnat that wants to mess with my plants here or go into the soil, and if it wants water, it's going to land here and it's going to drown and it's going to die instantly because of the soap. And I actually add like this one right here. This is another one, and it has a bug in there for a while already, like a little gnat. And I'm so thankful. I'm very thankful that it's in here and not in my bedroom. It looks like there might be two in there. But I'm very thankful that these things are in there and not in my bedroom. You know, especially this is where I sleep. So I'm actually glad that they're not in here. I don't know what they're doing to me while I'm sleeping. I don't know if they're going in my nose or in my mouth or in my ears, or if they're poking me or sucking blood out or laying eggs in my flesh. Who knows? You know, using me as a host. Who knows? So personally, that's why I have that. And I have this one around these right here on this little table where I have them because of that reason. So, like I said, a little bit of soap, dish soap with water, or you guys can buy just Windex. Okay, I bought this is the Windex actually. Okay, so that's why it's nice and blue. Well, anyways, that liquid I poured in there to attract bugs, right? To kill the bugs. This one I poured like that much of soap, and then I added water. And as soon as I spray bugs, as soon as I spray them, they instantly die, like in 10 seconds. Like literally, they die. So I spray them, then I grab them with a Q-tip, then I throw them like in a little cup, you know, like one of these plastic throwaway cups, and I kind of get the soap off their bodies, and then I throw them in here. You know, one of them died. That's why you guys see one like just laying there, like in the sensor. But one of them was walking around, and eventually there's one, two, three traps that are closed, and then there's a brand new one that's coming out. Um, so I've been feeding these plants these bugs, and I was actually thinking, because I was watching a YouTube video documentary about these plants, and they have like these little whiskers, these trigger whiskers within the plant. And once they trigger three of these little sensors, that's when it closes shut. Um, I think if someone messes with it and it closes, and those triggers, those little fibers or those little sensitive little like hairs, plant sensors or whatever they're called, if they're not triggered again, I think it just opens. So if that's the case, like with this one right here, with this dead fly, if I just throw it in here and I trigger this thing to close, I think it might open up. So I think what I would need to do is add a string, like some type of fish string, you know, like fishing string or some type of thread, like sewing thread, you know, fabric thread, around the body of the fly and place it in there and slowly move it around, because eventually it's going to open up again. And once after that's done, I can easily discard it by grabbing, you know, the string that hasn't been in there, that hasn't had that didn't have any contact with the inside of the plant. You know, after it opens, so that little part did not have any contact with that, so I'll be able to grab that section and discard it, along with the dead corpse, you know, the fly corpse or whatever. Because I think after, you know, after they open up, I think there's like a little skeleton. Like well, it's the proper terminology for a fly is actually an exoskeleton, and like humans, we have our skeleton within us. A turtle, as another example, has an exoskeleton as well because the shell is outside. Okay, all the fragile organs and all that is within it. Like us, we have our stomachs, but we have also our ribs, which kind of protect our stomachs, right? So, anyways, I might add this in here so it can grow a little bit bigger. And once once it does that, then I will most likely upgrade. And now I just threw a bunch of glass all over my carpet because some of these, when I received these online, some of them were broken, just like a few of them, like 5. And it's not bad because 500 came, and they all made out of glass. So just for the shipment and moving around, the transportation or whatever. Anyways, they're working little marbles. So what do you guys think? You guys like this idea? All of you out there? You guys like this idea or what? Like I said, these things here are 1 gallon. Oh, look what I found. Oh no, this is a different type of marble that I actually found. I actually found this one. Just place it in there. Who cares? And eventually I am going to use water because I don't think the terrariums require a lot of water. So I'm going to eventually put the screen so the soil will go to the false bottom, and then I'm going to add the layer of soil, and then I'm going to get something to like a big piece of long piece of metal to dig and put the plants in there like Tanner does with his terrariums with terrarium design on YouTube. And there's a bunch of other YouTube videos. There's actually books on this stuff. So I'm thinking about buying the book actually, but just not yet. Just so I can learn a little bit more. So technically, this is how it will look. Speaking about freaking gnats, I just seen one in here. But anyways, it works. If you guys have these chemical things laying around, the bugs think it's water and they drown instantly. They get poisoned and they die. I hate these freaking gnats with everything within me. With everything within me. Now, they say not to add like any chemicals and stuff, so I did rinse this one out. On the outside it's fine. It can actually be cleaned. But not on the inside, obviously. Oh, wait, this is my actual, this is not even the, this is my actual wine bottle. No wonder it's so dirty and touching it. But this one is the one that I want to take care of. And eventually I will remove the sticker. This sticker right here. And I will replace this water because this water is not distilled and it's not purified water. It's tap water. And I think it's bad for the terrariums. So I will eventually get rid of it. Just whatever comes out. Or I might spill the majority of it out and then allow it to, you know, I'll turn it upside down so all of it can drain out for like, I'll leave it like that for maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, maybe a whole day or overnight. That way all the water will go down. I don't know if this will work with these rocks. You guys can also use like fish, you know, like what you guys can buy for a fish tank. That would look super cool as well. I just want something, you know, different. And this one I won't be selling or giving away unless, like I said, someone's willing to pay for these marbles. And I did add some right here in this one. So this is probably like 100 or maybe 200 marbles. So if they send me 500 for 20 bucks, then it's basically like $5 for 100 marbles, just approximately. And then if we want to divide the 100 other marbles into the equation, it'll be like 25. So 125. So this will be like 12. No. Yeah, this will be what did I say again? It was so 5. I said 25 marbles. So it's 125 for each for every $5. So this would be $10.50 just for the marbles. And but that'll be like half, wouldn't it? I don't even know how to do the math. Anyways, I'll figure it out eventually. If someone really wants something like that. But yeah, I wanted to make this quick video, incomplete video, but it's my, what can we call this? Like my vision board. Something that I want to do, but don't have the money the finances to do it right now. But eventually, I'll create another video talking about it. But yeah, oh yeah, and I bought these containers, like this one I bought at Hobby Lobby for, I think it was like $2, but I really liked it. It's made out of stainless steel, so it won't rust, hopefully. Because last time I bought, I remember I bought some stainless steel, toilet scrubbers, and then I started noticing like these rust stains on the tile, and it was because of those stainless steel, supposedly stainless steel. So So yeah, I didn't really like that, so I ended up throwing them away, and then I bought some plastic ones from, I think, Home Depot or Lowe's, and we still have them here. So I will never buy those again. But yeah, anyways, $2 for this thing. And again, I just put it in here right now, like this. But I need to buy more soil so I can actually transplant it. And this thing looks artificial, like big time. It looks so fake, but it's not. This is a real plant. Right there. It has a little tag. This is called low light 3-inch matte white Hauer Fay Gasteria. Grown by Altman Plants, Vista, California. So out here in California. So anyways, I can, like, if I wanted to, I can, like, remove one of these and, like, place it in here in one of these with the lid open, without the lid on, and it will grow. Especially if I only add a little bit of water, it will definitely grow. Or even in this one right here. I said I was going to add this one in here, but I want to make it like this high. If I do it, that way it can grow going up. And this is a used. I basically recycled it. Natural fruit jelly container, but it looks so nice, and it's perfect for a terrarium, I think, because right here you add the soil, and right here you have the plant, the viewing section. So yeah, and I'm just learning about the terrarium, so I really don't know what will like thrive in there. And right now it looks like it's heavily condensated. From the research that I've done and from the information that I gathered from like with or through Tanner, which is the YouTube channel Terrarium Design. He said that if it's heavily condensated, that means it's overwatered. He said it needs to be like a mere fogginess. So that's a light, mist, very, very light, like little dots, like pixel dots, like something that you guys would see down here. Up here, it's like heavily saturated with water. So I think that's why I didn't do well to begin with, and it doesn't have a false bottom. So, I really hate putting my hand in there. I really do. I even hate, mainly because it's dirt. But I think if I have the soil, I'll feel more confident about, handling it with my hands or whatever. But I might keep this one just for, like as a breeding ground for future terrariums. So on the video with Tanner, he has a container like similar to the ones I have up here. Right there, those containers up there. Well, anyways, those containers, I have some sand and I do have some rocks, which I purchased for this stuff. But I noticed that he had another one because he was building a terrarium. He was making his own terrarium, and he just got it like out of one of his shelves, and he had a bunch of bark in there, and within it there was some roly-polies. I forget what they're called, but the little bugs that don't bite. Actually, a lot of little kids play with them outside, the little roly-poly ones. And then I noticed that I had a ton of wide-tailed springtails, white springtails or whatever, white-tailed springtails. I don't know what they're called exactly, but so like basically all he did was he grabbed a bark and he like went like this. Like basically, let's imagine this was it. So he went like that, and underneath it there was a bunch of white springtails, and there was some of the roly-polies, and all he did is he went like this, like that, or something like that. He like hit it on the one that he just built, and a lot of these little animals, insects or whatever, the insects, they basically fell in there. And he said it basically helps with algae growth, and stuff like that. So they're like the little vacuums. They clean inside the terrarium. And if I ever place an offering in here, which is considered an animal or an insect or food, it will disappear. Obviously, over time, but if we were to record it and time lapse it, the little bugs in there basically come out and they start eating away at this stuff. So it's active, it's alive. There's stuff going on in here, even though it might not look like it. So yeah, I might end up using this one for that type of thing. So this will be like my starting points, you know, because I built a lot of them, but I threw them away. I even though I said I wasn't, but I threw them away because they all, like, everything died. Look at that. I don't know if I'm putting the right stuff in there or not. There's nothing alive in this one. There's like way too much water in this thing to begin with. But it looks like there's something in there. Maybe a worm or something. But yeah, there's way too much water. And I don't really like messing with it too much. But I think I added way too much water in this one because I don't see any activity. I don't see any springtails. But I do notice that the soil is not compacted. It's like porous. It's like porous. Like maybe there's a worm in there or something. And I did notice when I built them that there was some worms like climbing up on the edges of all of my terrariums, and I think they all died eventually. So yeah, live and learn. Live and learn. So you guys can laugh at me because no, that's what the Bible says. Says, consider the cost, lest you begin the work and don't have enough money to complete it, and everyone mocks you and laughs at you. But I don't consider this as a failure, even though I did fail big time, even with my other ones. But I'm just learning. Just learning. Big pimpins. Yep. Yeah, and I bought. These were only 79 cents each. I bought them through IKEA, the store, IKEA, 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 for only 79 cents each. And these are made out of, I believe, stainless steel or aluminum. Distributor IKEA, Supply Mexico. It says hecho in China, so this was actually made in China. Maybe someone in Mexico bought it, and then it was imported from Mexico to IKEA or something like that. I don't know, but it doesn't really say what this thing is made out of. But I'm thinking it's like aluminum or something that won't rust. Yep. So yeah. This one looks very, very healthy. It was healthier though, but I'm putting it right. I placed it right here in my bedroom, and it doesn't like not too much sun, like hit them for too long throughout the day, like every passing day. So I noticed that they've been getting stressed. It's not good. I don't know if these things throw out like seeds. Do you guys know? These little flowers, like wheats. You know, wheats, they have little seeds. I wonder if these flowers have seeds in them. But I don't know. And it doesn't look like it's doing very well, this one right here. So I'll put it down there so I can get more of that sunlight. Added more of that toxic water for those bugs, annoying little pests. And oh yeah, and I have this other one. It's super cool. This one right here, and it's just again the soapy water solution. See that? There's bubbles in there. See, it's just soap. Okay, water with soap, and then I put an artificial plant in there. Whoa. So if you guys have artificial plants, and you know how you guys added that water in your artificial plants to make it look real? Because my sister was watching a video, and I happened to be there, and I witnessed it, and I was like, why is she adding water to the artificial plants? And she was like, oh, just so it could look real. So I got the idea, you know what? Instead of leaving soap around so the bugs can die, I'm making it appear like it's a plant. But so the bugs go in here, and then they go in the water thinking it's fresh water, and they'll drown. Well, they'll get in contact with the solution, and as soon as this stuff goes on their bodies, on their exoskeleton, it goes into their eyes, it goes in their mouth, it gets in between whatever in their body parts, and they die. They can't handle this. This is like a human being swimming in a tank filled with gasoline, like a swimming pool with gasoline within it. You know, as soon as gasoline goes, as soon as they breathe, they go up for some air. They'll just die because there won't be clean oxygen, fresh oxygen. It will be gas, it literally gas vapors and a toxic solution, and on top of that it will start eating away at the skin immediately, and it will be a wrap from that point on. So yeah, too much details or good details? And over here I have in this one I have a lemon seed in water. It's right there. Right there. It's all the way at the bottom already. Anyways, there's a lemon seed in here. Not a lime, a lemon. And a yellow one. And I just have it in here so it can sprout. And I'm going to put it in a little container. And then I'm going to allow it to grow a little bit and sell it for like $1 or $2 or maybe $5. Little plants. Because I'm thinking if I give them away, someone can pick it up for free and then resell it, and maybe they won't have the knowledge of how to take care of the lemon plant, because every plant is different. So personally, I would prefer to sell it so someone responsible could take it. You know, if they're willing to invest $5 in it, most likely they're going to take care of the plants, right? And over here I have some avocados. One right here, avocado seed in water, and another avocado seed in this baby formula, because my sister has a baby. Well, but it's not baby formula, it's water. An empty, used, former baby formula glass container. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of planting and stuff like that. So it's going to be super cool. And I been having this stuff for a while now. I didn't just do it today. Okay? I've been thinking about this stuff for a while. And I think last week I went to the store to Lowe's and I purchased a hoe. Not the one that you pick up, on street corners, but a hoe for weeding the garden, and it cost me $30. That's very expensive for me, by the way. That's like pulling out a loan for a down payment for a house for me, because I'm that poor. Okay. Yeah. Super poor. You guys would not want to be me. Believe me. What happened to the lid for this thing? Oh, it's right here. And this is the best wine out there. And it has all sorts of fruits. It has peaches, grapes, oranges, and apples. So that's peaches, grapes, apples, and oranges. Alright, so it's kind of like apple juice. So delicious. And it does have 6.5% by volume of alcohol. So, super good. And they're strong. They're strong. Strong bottles. I think I could drop it and it won't break. It's like one of these right here. They're just durable, strong. So, yeah, I'm going to have fun. So imagine that. Having like a bunch of these. Or if you guys know someone who's, getting rid of bottles, like a alcohol store, you guys can always pay for the bottles or ask them if you guys can have them, like ask for them because you want to do a project with them, and most of the time people will say yes, even if you guys are non-alcoholics. If you guys don't drink, the bottles are what counts. Okay. These are good. They're good. Plastic, I like these. They're big. I personally want some big vases, some bosses. Big ones. I have some ideas. But my checks are so small. Like pennies on the dollar. I spilled some of the water. Oh, Jesus. I just learned to put the lid on this seed. I don't know. I don't know if that thing's going to sprout or not, but what's it called? Personally, I don't want it to spill again. So yeah. Whoa. That would have sucked if this thing was a finished terrarium. That's the only thing that sucks about this one. It has a small base, like maybe 3.5 inches all the way around, like a 3.5 radius. So you guys would have to be careful. Even with this one, but it's square. This one is square. So I think it'll be a little bit more difficult for this one to tip over compared to this one. But yeah. But yeah. But yeah. You know what? I do have the apple, like the 4 containers to catch bug gnats. They're up here. Those nasty, annoying gnats. Oh, what? I did have some. I poured some wine in here, but this is the taro apple, and it catches bugs. So there might be some in there. Fuck, this shit won't fucking open. I think it got sticky. Oh, there it is. Smells sweet. Even though there's a ton of dead little gnats in there. Annoying little gnats. So maybe I should add actually I'm not even going to mess with this anymore, but I have 4 of them. Well, maybe I will later on. Later on, maybe I'll add them with my like near my plants. I'll create something creative. for that. Excuse me, because I hate gnats. Gnats are super annoying. Little creations of God. What else do I have here? Technically I have a bunch of I have a lot of stuff. A lot of creative stuff for plants. Like, I was painting and I actually kept the gallons of paint to add some, maybe some of these succulents in them eventually. And you guys know how a paint bucket looks like, right? But I was thinking about making these, like converting these into like little hanging planters. They don't have any holes at the bottom, so I will technically make some with my drill, and I will add something that will grow down to cover this. So eventually it would just be like a nice looking plant, you know. So, and it's free, like it's something that I recycled. You know, this is perfect for plants because it's made out of plastic. You know, and it's durable, it's strong. It's stronger than this glass here. Like, I could drop this a million times and it won't break. It would just bounce and stuff. But yeah. And it's clean. I cleaned it out as soon as I used the paint. I went outside and I sprayed it. I cleaned it out. Look at that. No paint. It was white paint. The only paint I have is up on the edges, up above it, up here, and then there's some right here, and then there's some on the handle. But that can easily come off with some paint thinner or just some elbow grease, you know, like scrubbing it off, or maybe some sandpaper, or if I chew on it long enough, So yeah, these are going to look super cool. I could even like put something like this in there. You know, and hang it. But my sister, she has one, and nice. It's like one of these succulent plants, but it has a bunch of little circles, and it's out in the front. It looks super cute. It looks nice. It looks badass. And I will most likely, I might plant that one. I might plant that one on the hanging plants that we have outside my mom's house. That, or I might ask her if I can use it to put it in here. And she will even take this and put it in her house. This thing is beautiful. And honestly, I've seen some hanging plants they're going for like $1. So if you guys really want something like that, it's fine. But personally, I just can't throw it away. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful container. What can I say? This one as well. It's clean. I cleaned it out. So, and like I said, I'll just drill some holes into this, and maybe I'll put the lemon tree in here. Maybe not. I think I would prefer to use this for a long term, like the succulent plants, where I just have to deal with it one time and one time only. That lemon tree is going to require a constant replanting procedure, from a small thing to a bigger thing to small, medium, large, and eventually like in the ground, so it can go and grow into a big mature tree. So personally, I wouldn't use that for this. It was just something that I thought of real quickly. But yeah, these paint buckets, you guys can buy them at Lowe's or Home Depot. These containers. And I just happened to be painting. These were $50. $49 something for the paint. So I kept him. Yeah. Yep. Ooh, look what I found. And then I still have this one, surprisingly, with a playing card, a box container. Whoa. And if I want, I can play with this all day long. This is a bamboo stick. And if I want to, I can just leave it like this. And it looks beautiful, like nice and green. You guys can actually add maybe some food coloring to some clear type of hand soap, because they sell clear hand soap. It'll kill the bugs instantly. They think it's a real tree. There's water in there. They die. Right? It looks nice, right? And this one has artificial plants that need to be washed. They're all dusty and disgusting. So I'm thinking there's bugs in here, like a spider or something. Some of this confetti looking stuff fell on me right now. I thought it was a fucking spider. That's the last thing I want. But anyways, yeah, this one's super cool. Even like this little planter. But it definitely needs to be cleaned, which I should probably do right now, because it's it looks bad. I could probably when I shower, I'll take them in there and wash them. Even this right here, there's like a bunch of dust, a bunch of it. So I need to go outside and wash it, or with the little wand from the shower, because yeah, this looks horrible, but it looks beautiful right now. Beautiful. Bugs go in there, they'll die. If you guys have a greenhouse, I would highly recommend you guys doing something like this. Put it up high where kids can't reach it, because if they accidentally pour some of this solution in your garden bed or any type of plants, they will die. Okay? Let this be a warning. Because it's soap. I'm sure that they will die. I don't know. Maybe they won't. Maybe if you add water every day for like a week straight, maybe they will survive. if someone were to pour this into a plant. But right now, this is like 100% Windex. And when I poured it, it was all the way up here. And over the course of a few days, it went down. Like in a week or two, it dropped. The water level dropped. Yeah. So I placed those artificial plant things in the shower. I just threw them in there because I don't want to get lazy later on or forget. So tonight when I shower, I'll go in there, add a little bit of soap, and clean them off real quick. You guys don't have to do that though. You guys can take them outside and give them a good spray down with a water hose or in the sink. You guys know what time it is, right? Oh, and I did get a router. I got a router, so technically I can go in and route this out, these patterns, and then repaint them again. So I could like add more of an enhancement to this and make it look, like make it more professional. But I don't know. I'm still debating about that because yeah, and I hate when this soil gets in my room because it's active. This soil, I put real soil in there. This stuff is active. So maybe I should have just added gravel or something. Maybe I will, because this is real soil in here. Maybe I'll throw that in here or something like that. But anyway, yeah, I'm cleaning it off. But I could put a real plant in there if I want to. I don't think I am though, because even though I did put a liner in there of plastic before I put the soil, I don't really want to add water to this particular planter, mainly because it's made out of wood, and I don't want it to build mold and have issues along the line, like down the line. So for that reason, I would prefer to keep it artificial type of tree, plant, whatever. I'm just thinking right now, if some of you out there have some of these artificial planters or even terrariums, you guys can use them as a bookshelf. I mean, like a book, holder thing to hold the books together. I forgot what they're called, but I have one I made out of BB guns, and I poured a concrete base at the bottom, and they're still there to this day. Still right there. I don't know. You guys can do whatever you guys want. But yeah, that's all I have. Besides a ton of trail mix. And this is trash. Whatever the heck this is trash. Don't even look at that. Put it away. What can I say, people? That's all I have to share. I can share some other containers that I have, and another idea that I shared a long time ago. What time is it? 11:16 p.m. Shoot. So I did buy some little containers. From the Dollar Tree. And these have some little birds. Some little owls. I think they're owls. Yeah, little colorful owls. But you know what? They are not stickers. They were not. I think they're like. Maybe they are. I don't know how the heck they did this. But, let me see here. Let's see. Jesus Christ. Some bugs came in here because I let the slider open. It doesn't have a screen. I need to buy one. Anyway, so I kept these. Well, this one I kept. This is the Cholula wing sauce imported from Mexico. Caliente. It says caliente. But look at this. This will be perfect for a terrarium. A little miniature terrarium. And it has a nice, twist on, twist off lid. cap. It's made out of wood. So this looks like a little wine bottle. Okay. See that? In here, it has just like a regular cap, but someone took the time to add this wood texture to it, and it's nice wood. It's not treated or anything like that, stained or painted. It's just natural wood color, wood thing. So yeah, anyways, I kept this one for a future terrarium project, as well as these here. And I think they actually like mounted this onto the glass somehow. But yeah, I bought these for $1. So these are future terrarium little containers that I want to use. But the idea I wanted to share with you guys is the little bears. These bears right here. Actually, this one has a little bit of honey in it still, but I wanted to pour concrete in both of these, because a while back I came up with an idea that someone out there should create plastic molds for people to pour concrete into them, and like, let's imagine you guys have a garden. You would want to compact that dirt and get it ready, prepare that dirt, that area, for many years to come, like more than 20 years. You have to think ahead, because some of this concrete can weigh. It can weigh like a ton, like 1,000 pounds. I think a ton is 1,000 pounds, or it might be 10,000 pounds. I forget. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, I don't know. I think a ton is 1,000 pounds. I forget. I would have to look it up online. But anyways, you guys would have to create a foundation first. And like, let's take this one for example. For instance, this is a trash can. Okay, regular trash can. Nothing fancy about it. And this is a regular container. But imagine if someone made one of these, like one of these bears, and they do have the detail inside of them. Inside, the eyes. They have the eye indentations, the nose, the mouth. It's not just on the outside; it's also on the inside. And it would have to be transparent. So you guys would fill this with concrete, and let's say it was a bear. Okay, let's say it was facing you guys, just like this. And so you guys would leave that there. A year will pass by, and I think by that time the plastic will eventually deteriorate, or it will become brittle. Like, I'm thinking like a plastic that will be strong and durable, but that will definitely deteriorate. When plastic naturally deteriorates and breaks down due to photosynthesis, which is exposure to the sunlight, and it would, break it down. It will break it down, and it will eventually become brittle. Like if you go like this, it will just chip off. So this plastic is temporary for up to a year or two. After that, this thing could weigh a ton. Imagine purchasing a big statue that weighs a ton, and then getting that statue delivered to your property, or having someone go there and actually hand make this. It will cost a lot of money. So by having a simple mold like a trash can that has the shape of a lion or a bear or whatever animal or whatever you want, and purchasing just this and having someone go to your property or to a park, a public park or whatever. Even benches can be made out of these. Like concrete benches. All you would have to do is pour the concrete. Okay? And they could have rebars and stuff like that within them as well. It doesn't have to just be this. The main thing I came up with this idea is because the reason I came up with this idea, the way I came up with this idea was because I was making these concrete statues with, I think it's ABS type of molds. It's a certain type of plastic. Anyway, so I purchased these plastic molds through Amazon and through Walmart as well. And all you people do is mix the concrete and pour the concrete in there, and it sets. And eventually you guys will be able to, turn it upside down, and it will be cooked and ready, kind of like a cake. It's like baking your own bread. It's that simple. So I'm going to actually test these out. This bear and this bear, because they both have the detail, the ears, the eyes, the nose, the little indentations for the mouth, the little arms, the feet. And obviously once it hardens, it won't have these stickers, right? It's like if I peeled them off from this, it would just look like that, right? So I still have to get creative and add something, or maybe I can take this off and add it on the concrete. These stickers, I can add them to the concrete ones, or I could say like welcome, or I don't know, I could say something. Or since I am going to be removing this lid, I can add like a rolled up, piece of paper or toilet paper, and insert it at the top. So once the concrete hardens, I can get like a piece of metal and take that concrete out, fish that toilet paper out, I mean, and I can add a pencil, so it can act like a pencil holder type of thing for a desk. That's a possibility for both of them. But the only thing that kind of sucks is that the head, the top, will be flat like this. I don't think it's a bad thing, you know, if it's a flat thing, because I can even add like an artificial plant instead of the pencil. I can add an artificial plant, or if it's completely flat, you guys can add something on top of it. Alright. So anyways, I actually wanted to mix the concretes and add it in these little bears. So I can show you guys that it's possible. So anyone could do this. It could be a company. I already shared a video that talked about this stuff like a year or two ago. Simple idea. And it could be all sorts of animals, and you guys can blow them up. You know, as long as you guys want to take the time to mix the cement and pour the cement into these things. And then the great thing about it too is that once you guys top it off with the cement, I'm thinking that these things will be designed so that they can hold a massive amount of weight. And you know, you guys can have a professional, someone who has a knowledge of this type of stuff, so it won't over time tilt over or fall on someone. You know, you guys just have to use common sense when it comes to this. But you guys can have a company or you know, a handyman or someone who's knowledgeable in this type of stuff, because they could kill someone. You know, if you guys think you guys can create like a 6-foot bear and just put it like on your concrete, on your dirt or on your soil, and fill it up with concrete, and if it tilts over and it lands on someone, it can kill someone. So this would have to be done, you know, by someone that understands, you know, these type of things, and that's aware of these type of things, the dangers. You know, I'm the type of person that would add the pros and cons to my products if I ever did invent it or create it, like a physical, you know, plastic in, you know, ready to go type of mold for concrete. And there's also acids that will eat away at plastic, that will deteriorate it as well. So if you guys, let's say you guys had a bear, you know, like a bear type of, you know, with some plastic or a different design, like a snake or something. I don't know, whatever you guys can think of. You guys poured the concrete in there and it hardened. You guys gave it, like, let's say, you guys gave it a whole month for it to cure. And then you guys placed it into some acid for the plastic to deteriorate. And, you know, you guys use, like, maybe something to, you know, place it down there, and then something to lift up. I don't know, something so that you won't accidentally, you know, so you guys won't place your hands in there. You guys can do this all day long. You know, just pour the concrete in there, let it harden, and then you guys could remove the plastic if you guys wanted to, but it's optional. I think that it will still look nice even if you guys sold it with the plastic, and just let them know, like, in a year or two the plastic will fall off, and you will just have that concrete finish. Okay, because concrete will last. You know, if you guys ever pour concrete, like on the sidewalks or whatever, like this concrete on the sidewalk, our city sidewalks around here, they've been here for like 20 years. It's been there for like ever. It could technically outlive a person. So if you guys look at it like that, the plastic is temporary. Majorly. It's majorly temporarily. Like, it's not freaking bugs. It's not it won't last. It's temporary. Let's just put it that way. Well, anyways, I am going to take the time to mix the concrete right now for the sake of the video, to make this happen. Now, I have never experimented with this besides the molds that I get, and I always add oil, vegetable oil, some type of that oil. I think it's called Easy Off. No, not Easy Off. That's like a chemical. The it's called something it's for like grilling, you know. But usually you guys will find that you guys will use it. You cookers out there, you moms and whatever, you guys will find that at stores for baking. You know, it's an oil that you spray. It's an easy release agent type of thing. Now, if I pour the concrete in here, I don't know if later on if the concrete will get stuck and detach itself from part of the concrete. Like, I don't know if some of the concrete will get stuck to the plastic and break off from the other sections of concrete. I don't know if that will happen, because I have never done this. But if later on I find out that that is the case, then I will personally recommend adding some type of oil first. You know, even if it's diluted. Like, I remember the Rubber Mold Man, because he's the one that got me into all this concrete stuff a long time ago. I was just watching some YouTube videos, and I was instantly like hooked on doing stuff like this. So I think anyone that pours concrete in plastic would recommend adding oil. They'll probably even beg me, like, please add some oil. Don't be a retard. And this guy, the Rubber Mold Man, actually recommended for, like, to his viewers to add, what was that oil again? It was, dang, I forgot the name of the oil. But they sell it at CVS. It's a bottle of oil. It's like $5 or $10 for a little thing. But basically, you add that with water, and it will. You can use it for a lot of projects, basically. I forgot the name of it though. So I think I would just add for these. I would just add like little bits of vegetable oil, just enough for me to mix it real quick and then pour it out. That's all that it requires. Like literally. So I'll do the same thing with this one. I'm going to mix the concrete outside. If you guys need to learn how to mix concrete, there's a ton of videos on how to do it, where to buy it, and all that stuff. I'm just going to fill it, cap it off, maybe rinse it real quick, both of them, and leave them there. And then eventually I'm going to leave them. I'm probably going to put them outside somewhere so they can get 24 hours, well, the full duration of sunlight every single day. And hopefully we can see signs of photosynthesis, where the plastic is starting to where the plastic will break down, and then if I see that happening, I will create another video and take things from that point on. In case some of you want to pour concrete into a massive freaking lion, you know, the plastic lion at first. And these things could technically be shipped worldwide. Okay. Someone would have to just do the work. The long-term work, which is the foundation. Then placing this big plastic thing on that pad, on that concrete pad, that will be unmovable, even, you know, in the event of an earthquake or something. It won't crack or anything. Like, it needs to be, that foundation would have to be thick, at least a foot down or 2 feet down. If you guys are building something that's super heavy, I don't know any recommendations though. Like, I'm just assuming this, especially if the lion is like 10 feet tall. And it's going to require a solid foundation. Okay? With rebar and everything. And for the most part, you guys, I'm assuming you guys would call like a cement truck, that someone, you know, like a cement truck where they could just go pour the concrete into this container to the point where it's all the way to the top. And while that's getting poured in there, you guys can hit it slightly with some, like just to get the air bubbles out. But obviously, if I were to sell these, I would have to test it out first. Someone would have to test it out. First of all, to make sure that people will be safe when they pour that amount of concrete into plastic. But trust me, I was watching a documentary on how, like water bottles, how they have this this round and these little things, and everything matters, like this plastic is probably holding on by a thread with all this water in it. Scientifically, it's like so much weight, with this amount of water, especially when you go bigger, like a water container is built in such a way, like like water tanks, those big ones, big massive water reservoirs. They're built a certain way to hold that amount of water, so it's pretty thick. Some of them are like $1,000. Plastic trash cans go for like they run for $25 a piece at Home Depot and Lowe's. So yeah, that's just a quick rundown in case some of you want to take this to the big leagues. If you guys want to take this professionally, and create a business out of it, that's up in the air. There's a lot of potential. There's a ton of potential. Especially the benches. Concrete benches, because, yeah, they sell them at stores locally, but a lot of people have back problems. What's easier, to lift this massive thing or to buy 45-pound bags, and slowly do it, or just pay someone to do it. And who knows, maybe one day I'll add this in my terrarium. Especially since I took the time to... Well, first of all, originally I created this video talking about my terrarium, with the marbles and all that. But who said that we can't add a statue in a terrarium? Like, I was even thinking about some small little tikis. Like the tiki... Okay, yeah, this is a good example. The tiki punch. The tiki punch Shasta soda. the little tikis. You know, tikis. If you guys look it up online, what a tiki is something that's like the pyramids, and a lot of people have them. Like I think in Hawaii, I believe. I'm not sure, but it's like tropical type of stuff. If I'm correct, I don't know my history. I don't know the history regarding these things, the tikis. But people carve wood. They carve the wood and they put like designs. It's supposed to be like tropical stuff, so it's great for the terrariums. Okay, and it's actually good that I'm doing all of this because I've left my turtle outside. It's a red nosed or red something slider, turtle slider, red something. Let me type it up. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Okay, so red. Oh, eared slider. Red-eared slider. So I have one of these things. It's super small, like this one. Okay, it's a tiny one. It's a tiny little turtle, but it's like this one. Definitely like this one. Okay. So I'm going to go out there, and this is a screen recording, by the way. I'm just using the app to get this mirror type of effect. So simple project, right? Just mix a little bit of concrete, just enough for this, for these two. Then but first I'm going to add some oil, and I'm going to leave it like that. I think I'm going to leave them on top of the roof, so no one will be able to bother them, touch them. And the sun will definitely break down the plastic due to the photosynthesis, and hopefully like in a year, or maybe less than that, like 6 months, the plastic would just break off. If not in a year, if not a year and a half, if not 2 years, if not 2.5 years, if not 3 years. That's yet to be determined with these little guys. So it's a long-term project. I'll be right back. Ugh. I'm back. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to take my construction hat out there. Okay. So I'm back. Okay. Like I said, I didn't want to mix the concrete in here. So I'm not. However, I put the concrete in 4 Ziploc bags. So I'll be able to actually mix the concrete right in the presence of you all. And these are some molds that I actually purchased through Amazon. This is actually a planter one. This one's super cool. And this is another planter one. So there's history here. Alright. Just letting you all know. And like I said, I'm going to add a little bit of oil. So I have this vegetable oil that I've been having back there in the shed for quite over a year now. So all it requires is a little bit of water, not too much. Let me close it though, because I don't want this dust in here. Look at that. It's already mixed. Just like that. Just add a little bit more water. Look at that. Nice and running consistency. And I'm going to... Oh yeah. Whoa. Hold on. My light went off. So, I have this cup of that I was using to drink some soda with. So I'm just going to pour the rest of this in here. But I want to keep some water in here, so I can pour some oil in here, just a little bit, maybe like a little, maybe like a teaspoon worth of oil with the water, and I just want to mix that. That way it can go on the sides of the bear. And I'm just going to pour that out. Just like that. Now, grab some scissors. Cut a corner of this paper, the Ziploc bag, so I could pour the concrete into. Now I want you guys to see this, so I'm actually going to put this down and do it right here. Maybe I should have made it more running. It would have been easier for me. Oh well. And you guys will see when I mix the next one, it's not going to be as difficult because I didn't add enough water to this. This is it should be running, and it's not that running. I thought it was, but it's. I mean, it will work, but just give me a minute. It's coming out. It's pushing through. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, 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 bam. And there's ways to paint the concrete once this falls apart or whatever. There's a ton of videos on how to paint concrete out there. So anyways, that's pretty much good. See, I probably just got a little bit of concrete on my hand, my fingers, but other than that, I'm done using this. Okay, so this is the small one, so I'm going to just use this little baggie. I thought it was going to require a lot, that's why I made 4 of them. So I won't even need that. So it could be running. This one is like super running, like water. And I actually witnessed the rubber mold man mix his concrete like this for his work, and it works really good. So, oh, I kind of poured all the water in there. So I'm just going to mix some of this in here. Put some of this oil in there. Pour some of this oil in there. Give it a little shake, and then pour it back out. And for the next little bear, oh no, it spilled all over me. Oh Jesus Christ. Ah! It spilled, it opened up, it got all over my pants and all over the carpet. Jesus Christ. Yeah, if you guys do this, do it outside. Don't even do it inside the house. Seriously. Oh my god. And, you know. So, stressful having to deal with ways to make money. But projects are fun. Projects are super fun for everyone, for the whole family. Okay. Yeah, see how this one's coming out like water. I'm not struggling at all with this one. It's coming out like poopies. Like diarrhea. Perfect. It's topped off. Okay. So once it reaches the very top, and they recommend if you mix concrete to wear gloves. So don't. If you trust me, look at some videos on how to mix it if you guys don't know, because this stuff is toxic. But if you guys wear gloves, it's fine. Or if you get it on your hands, wash it off right away. Okay, so this is not like 100% sealed. So some of it is coming out. Oh, if I apply pressure, like on the sides of it, it'll come out. Alright, so, just, don't apply too much pressure. And that's all you guys would have to do out there. Just that simple. Cute little bear. And it will harden in a little bit. Like, this will harden in less than 24 hours. It even looks cute like that with the little lid. It looks like it's wearing a cap. So I'll leave that there. This one here needed just a little bit more cement. This bigger one. Whoa. I think I got the fast setting cement. This thing is cured already. I forgot. I thought it was the other stuff, the cheaper stuff, but apparently I bought the more expensive stuff. And I remember now, I bought it for these. Now that I remember. Actually, I need to add a little bit of water in this. Because this is about to cure on me.
So there's different types of concrete. You guys could do your own research regarding that. But that's all. So this one is done as well, finished. And this one sets at, I think, 30 minutes. So it's already hard. It's solid. I can't squeeze it like the other one. And you guys can see all the texture, like the like the designs and stuff. On the bear, the fur in the back. See that? That's the fur in the back of the head. And just like that, it's done. But I am going to leave it open so it could, the moisture can come out. Bam. Leave those right there, and it's all done, and everything's clean. Right? My trash is picked up and everything. And so, yeah, like, that's how I make these concrete planters. This is a mold that I bought, an origami type of planter that I bought through, I think, Amazon. Yeah, this is just concrete. It's fine. If you guys leave it inside, indoor, it shouldn't be an issue. And then there's this other one I have. I don't really want to mess with them though, because they're like dirty, you know. And if you do this, you're gonna get dirty. So, you know, it is what it is. If you mess around with concrete, but it is toxic. So, not when it's cured, but it's all science, you know, chemical reaction. So I would stay far away from it as possible if I were all of you. But yeah, later on, like I said, I might be able to add those in the terrariums. I might be able to add them just the way they are, but I don't know about that. You know, obviously you guys are looking for something natural. Concrete is 100% natural. Okay, 100% natural. I think. I don't know. I heard something crack right now. I don't know what it was. Anyways, yeah, concrete's 100% natural. So if you guys, you know, make some stuff yourselves or whatever, you guys can actually add them. You know what? I don't know if this is safe to cover it like this. I mean, I don't know. Shoot. Maybe it is, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't. So I'm just going to leave this off for right now. Because I hear something cracking. Something's crackling over here. And again, I got some concrete all over my pants again. It's dripping. Maybe it was a bottle. I don't know. But I really don't want to risk it. I mean, because the concrete gets hot. It gets warm. So, the last thing I would want is for like an explosion or something like that. Anyways, people, that was pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. And whenever I do create another video to actually build the turtle, to actually build the terrarium, I will. The turtle. Want to say hi to Greenie? Hey, Greenie. This is Greenie, everyone. I don't really interact with him that much, but here he is. Probably thinks I'm going to eat him because like I said, I never really spend time with him, but I do take him out for at least an hour a day. I try like at least for 1 hour, so that way he could bask outside because I don't have the money for a heat lamp yet. And the water is green because I added some lettuce in there. And I think it's natural, you know, that green, murky water. Hey, Greenie. Can you hear me? Ken Turtle's here. I know he's afraid of me. Like, especially when I get close to him, like, with my mouth. I think he thinks I'm going to eat him. I mean, I would be afraid as well. That's very... Imagine that. That's like going to prison on death row. You're in the hands of other people, and they could easily take you out if they want to. Right, Greenie? Hey, little buddy. Anyways, I did have a rock in there, but I took it out today because, I don't think it needs it. And maybe I should replace this water. It looks disgusting. Oh no! I'm bringing some leeches in here. I had it outside. Well, they're not leeches, they're snails. Maybe the turtle will eat them. But then they can crawl out. So, but anyways, I was thinking about maybe doing something creative for this guy. This little greenie buddy. He thinks he can get away, but he can't. He's trapped. Like, hello, you're my pet. Get used to it. It's so cute. Look at that. Come on, you're coming out. Can you guys see it? Put it right there. Hey, little greenie. Hey, little buddy. And I technically like basically, and I leave the container at an angle like this. So if it wants to go up, if it wants to stay dry, it'll come this way. If it wants to go into the water, it can go this way. That's the way I do it. folks. Have a good one, and ladies, suck it easy. Oh, how do I end this? Oh yeah.